alright everybody, look. I got another box. Right, okay, why am I standing here with a box and an e-bike? Well, inside this box by here is like an Android tablet type thing that goes on either a motorcycle or a bicycle or an e-bike. It's called Carpuride W603 and it says motorcycle CarPlay, but I'm sure that it'll fit on the bike as well. Now, you put this on the bike, your phone connects up, you'll have maps on it, your phone, and all them sorts of things. So let's have a look what's inside the box, then we'll put this on the bike, go for a ride, and see what it's like, and see if it's any good. Okay then, here's the box, we'll open it up in a minute. It says waterproof navigator on the side there. It says Bluetooth, IP67, SD card, voice controls, music. Anything else on the top here? It says Carplay, Android Auto, HD IPS touchscreen, Bluetooth, TF, voice controls. Anything on this side of interest? There we go. Okay then, so let's open the box up and see what's inside. Let's have a look. I can't do one hand. Let me put the phone down so I can open the lid. Okay then, so I got the lid open. So let's take this bit off here. This is the screen here. Can I take this bit out as well? Let's take that out there. It does look quite nice. Looks very nice actually. So we've got that there with a couple of wires coming off the back but they're like that. So let me get this out of here so we can have a proper look. Right then, what have we got inside the box? Well, what have we got outside the box? So we've got the unit itself, we got some wires, we got some switch, there's like a switch thing there. We've got this connector here with a USB on it. Then we got two power wires there. We've got a bracket there with another part of the bracket here. We've got the CarPlay instructions, Carpuride instructions I should say. Then we got some more bits and bobs there, and we got some plastic bits and stuff which go in between these things here, look, to make it fit different handlebars and what have you. So let me look at the instructions and see what it's all about, and then we'll have a good look at it. Right, okay, it's powered up. I've taken off this wiring part here, look, which is like the 12-volt battery one, and I've popped on the USB one there, look, so it's plugged into the wall at the moment. Now, I think my e-bike has got a USB port. I'm sure it's got a USB port. Well, hopefully, I hope it has got a USB port. But if it hasn't, there are other ways around it. Now, if you was doing it to a motorcycle, you just use that one there and go to the 12-volt. Now, my next thing to do now, I suppose, is to get this on the bike. I mean, you can press that there. It's got CarPlay on there, Auto, but I'm not, my phone is not connected to this at the moment. So let's just go back home for the moment. We've got settings there, look. So there's quite a lot of stuff already. But let's get all this together by here. Let's get all this stuff by here together. And this. And then we'll stick it on the bike. And we'll have a look what it's like. It looks good so far. Okay, so I'm going to pair in a new device. Just have a look if it comes up on you. We'll just check to see if it comes up. This is the first thing you've got to do. So it's Carpuride BC9. Let's connect to that, like so. And we'll say pair. And then that should be job done. Right, okay, so I got it mounted by here. You can see it's mounted by there. It was quite easy to mount. Now, if I was going to keep this on the bike, I don't know where I'd put it exactly, but I've put it by here for the moment for filming purposes. So when I'm looking at it, you can see it as well. So let's bring the camera in a little bit closer, have a look what I've done, and see if it does work from this USB port here. Right, okay, like I said, it's got a USB port by here, but I don't think these USB ports on these e-bikes are very powerful. They're quite like a slow charge. So if I plug that in there, it might not be enough power on it. So let's just see if anything happens. It is coming on. Let's see if it has got enough power. Just wait a second. And you can see it went back off. So there isn't enough amps on this thing, on this bike here. So you've got to make sure, if you have got a USB port, it's got to have enough amps to power this. So what's your other options? Well, You can buy something to, you can buy like a voltage step down, and you can do that and get a more powerful USB port by here. There's plenty of options. I'm going to use a portable battery pack today just to test this. But make sure that if you're going to plug it in by here, you've got enough amps. It'll be enough volts, just won't be enough amps. Right, okay, I'm out and about. Let's just plug this in by here into the battery pack. I've got a battery pack in my pocket by there. Let's pop that in like so. And we'll put that in my pocket, out of the way. Let's get that out of the way there. Let's put it in my pocket so it doesn't drop down on the floor. It's coming on. Now my phone's in my pocket, so it should, Android Auto should start up automatically. Let's take this off here. Let's take that off there like that. And there we go. It's coming on. Right, okay, there we go. It's come on. So shall I type something in to see if it'll work? Let's have a go. Let's try. Let's try that. Massey Cumber. Let's start on there, and we'll have a look.
This route avoids road closures at 4 miles.
Now I've got to be careful today because there's been quite a lot of ice around this morning, so I'm trying to take it nice and easy. Now it's giving me directions there, but I have noticed now that the sound is coming out of my phone. There's no speaker on this actual unit, and it does tell you it can work with like a Bluetooth headset that you have in your helmet. Let's wait by here for the traffic. All the cars have turned up when I've wanted to cross the road. Keep on running. Okay. So somebody led me across the road then, which was quite nice of them. So I can see the screen quite clearly. Now I could have it up a little bit higher. Let me just get around this corner. Bit of mud by here. Now, like I was saying, let me just pull over by here a second. The sound is coming out of my phone. It's not coming out of here. I don't think there's any internal speaker on this, but you can, like I said, have a Bluetooth headset that will connect to this. I think that's what they've said in the manual. Anyway, let's carry on and see how accurate this is. Well, it's basically, it's just doing Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and it seems to be working absolutely fantastic. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, why didn't you just put your phone over there, because your phone's going to do the same thing? But I'd rather put that there and have my phone safely tucked away in my pocket, which is far more valuable than this. And it's got a nice big screen on it, so it does everything you want, and I can just leave it on the bike when I put it back in the shed. So there is some plus points of just using this. Now, like I said earlier, the screen is nice and clear. Now there is some buttons here, isn't there? So I think these are for phone buttons and stuff. So let me just let me drive up by here a second, and I'll pull over somewhere where it's a little bit safer, because I'm on a mountain road, so I don't want to be stuck by the side of the mountain road when cars come past me. But so far it's all working perfectly. The Android Auto is connected nicely, and it's still giving me directions. Now I think the Sat Nav thinks I'm in a car. I haven't told it I'm on a bike, so I should have changed it to a bike. But anyway, for the purposes of the video, it works perfectly. So shall I pull over a bit? Oh no, let's go down by here a bit. Right, let's pull over by here. Now it has got, well, let me get it. I nearly fell over then. Right, so it has got buttons by here, but you can, obviously there's touchscreen on here as well. If I press phone, I'll have to blur it out because it'll show all my contacts. But if I press phone, it does go to the phone. If I go back like that, I'm on maps. Now if I press maps, it gives you the full screen maps. It's the same as Android Auto. If I want to go on radio, it'll go into radio. But if I do click on radio, it's playing the audio out of my phone speaker at the moment. So like I said, if you've got like a headset or something connected into your helmet, you'll be able to hear it. Let's go back then onto there. Let's do the full map. So the buttons that are on here, it looks like it's got a home button. Let me go back on there like that. You've got a home button on there like so. Let's go back on there. You've got a phone button, and then you've got a whatever that is there. I'm not quite sure what that is. I pressed that. Nothing's happening at the moment. Now I did notice something there. If I go to the home, if I go to home and look on here, it does say audio, and you can see there that it can beam it to the phone and a Bluetooth headset type thing. Look, that's what that is there. Please use your cell phone to connect the Bluetooth headset. So you've got a Bluetooth headset, goes from there to there to there, if you know what I mean. So let's go back on to, let's go to home. I can do it on there as well. It's got brightness function as well. It's got auto brightness. I got it set to auto, and I can see it really well. Even when the sun's shining, I can still see it really well. You've got the Bluetooth settings there, and then back to home, and then back to Android Auto. Oh, and I've actually got somebody giving me a ring. Hey, it says by there, next time you can make a call by voice, just say, hey, thingy, make a call. Well, I didn't set that up. Somebody rang me, and I could see that somebody was ringing me. So there we go. Now you could do that on your phone, but if I had a Bluetooth headset connected as well, it'd all be tickety boo, wouldn't it? I could answer the phone, and I'd hear all the Sat Nav messages, which would be very, very good. I think I'll have to get a Bluetooth headset to put on this helmet, because it would be handy. Anyway, I think I'm going to carry on up by here. I'm going to try and avoid going into any icy bits, because it is extremely cold today. I got I don't say about, I got 3 coats on. It's telling me I've turned around the other way now, so it's telling me to do something else. You probably can't hear it. The phone's in my pocket, I can hear it. So, well, it works perfectly, doesn't it? It does work really well, and I think this is, like I said, you can use it on an e-bike and a motorbike. This is displaying Sat Nav really, really well. Really, look, the sun coming down on me now, and I can still see the directions perfectly. So there we go. So all the links will be down in the description below if you are interested. So go and check it out down below, and if there's any offers, they'll be in the description as well. Right, I think I'm going to make my way back home because it's very cold today. It's very, very cold. So I'm going to make my way back to the house. Okay then, there you go. That's my review of the Carpuride 603. All the links will be down in the description below. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ahoy!